Remember that election we had last week? Well, people in the state of Georgia are still counting votes. Damn you, Common Core math. Welcome to the the-fwot-show on the Coil Entertainment Network. I'm Rob-Steele, that's Jesus Jones in the background, and this week Donald Trump is continuing to claim that his pipeline is huge. XL even. Although a federal judge stepped up this week and said it's not really that big. And how many of you went where you think you went, and I thought I went there, and you thought I went there, and I'm not going there. I'm talking about the Keystone XL pipeline. You remember that? The one that they drove through the Indian reservation and said, we'll never spill any oil here except these 500,000 gallons. Yeah. Obama said no. Stop doing that. It's bad for everyone, really. Well, because Obama said no, Donald Trump said, no, I'm going to do it. Because, he's a d***. Anyway, a federal judge stepped up this week, thank you, and said that the Trump administration didn't bother looking at the environmental impact of the project and has now put the whole thing on hold. Spectacular, methinks, because the environment needs help. What worries me is that Obama, I'm sure at some point, also said nuking our own country is a bad thing. Therefore, Donald will think it's a good thing, and he'll start nuking us himself. That would be bad. That's why he shouldn't have the button. Hint, hint. A couple weeks ago, a small girl came to my door and sold me popcorn. Sounds kind of weird, doesn't it? When you hear small girls coming to houses with a parent, still, and in a uniform, but it wasn't a Girl Scout uniform. You think cookies with little girls, and I apologize for being, is that misogynistic? I don't know. Sexist? Whatever. She was in a Boy Scouts uniform. All right, fine. I had not met a girl in the Boy Scouts yet. Now I have. Yippee-yay-whee. The Boy Scouts, however, are talking about changing their name. They're going to drop the word boy from Boy Scouts and make it just Scouts. Why? Because they let girls in. Ta-da! What a radical concept, right? Except Girl Scouts, which still exist for some reason, because, merging the two would be something Jesus would have done. I'm just saying. Anyway, Girl Scouts have said, thou shalt not change the name to Scouts, because then people will get the Scouts formerly known as Boy Scouts confused with the Scouts currently known as Girl Scouts. And pretty soon they won't buy popcorn, they'll be buying cookies, or the other way around, or the f***. Really? Is this a thing? Are boys allowed in the Girl Scouts now? Are they? I don't know. That's actually a question I'm asking. Girls can be in the Boy Scouts. There's no point in calling them Boy Scouts anymore if there's girls in them. Isn't it usually boys in girl... Yeah. Girls can be in Boy Scouts. Drop the word boy. Because it makes sense. There's a new trend popping up on social media that millennials seem to find interesting. It has to do with piercings. Now, I kind of get the ear piercing thing. My ears are pierced. I don't know why. I just did it a long time ago, and there we are. Nose piercing? Fine. Although I do remember the first time I came across someone with a pierced nose. She had a pearl. It was a pearl stud earring in her nose, and I tried to tell her, you've got some snot right there on the... Oh, it's an earring. I'm sorry. I couldn't tell. It looked like snot. It was a pearl. How was I to guess? Anyway, there's also the people who pierce nipples, which looks painful, and I'm not even going to start on the piercing the nether regions. Although I'll get to the Netherlands in a later story. Give me a minute. This new trend is people taking stud earrings and piercing their ring finger, pretending it's an engagement earring. Although it's kind of a finger ring now that's a stud that's, yes, stuck into the finger, through the bone, which sounds, ow, don't do, it looks painful. And according to numerous medical sites and doctors that go along with them. Boy, is this an easy thing to get an infection on. The suggestion? Don't do it. It's gotta hurt. It doesn't look good. And there's a good chance you're going to lose the finger. Whoever it is you're engaged to will understand. This may be the best quote I have heard all year. It does stem from a tragedy, but there's not a whole lot I can do about that part. And I apologize for the horrible mispronunciation of this woman's name because I'm not entirely sure I'm doing it right. Susan Orfanos, mother of Telemachus Orfanos, who is one of the 12 people killed last Wednesday in a mass shooting in a Southern California bar. That is a horrible thing. Her spectacular quote, however, was said on ABC News live. Spectacular. Her quote is, "I hope to God no one sends me any more prayers. I want gun control." No more thoughts, no more prayers. And fix the problem. I think that's an extraordinary sentiment, and we need to echo that. Let's get to it. If you agree with that or disagree with that, contact me through the website, the-fwot-show.com, where there are buttons for Facebook and Twitter and email. There's also buttons for the Google Play Store or YouTube or iTunes where you can subscribe to the show, and even a button for the Fwot Shop where you can pick up a t-shirt or a poster or a phone case or, a pillow. Pillow. You weren't expecting pillow, were you? I'll be honest, neither was I until I saw them and I said, hey, those are cute. Pick one of those up. Everything you get there goes to support everything on the Coil Entertainment Network, and I am now going to leave you with kind of a weird story out of the Netherlands. No, not those Netherlands, the country, where a 69-year-old Dutchman, at least for now, has started the legal bid to have the courts officially recognize him as 20 years younger. He says he feels like a 49-year-old. Why can't he be a 49-year-old? He says it's kind of like identifying as a transgender. I identify as 49 years old, so change my birth date from 1949 to 1969. Except why exactly does Emil Ratelband, which is a kind of an interesting name, why does he want to do this? To help his chances with women on dating applications like Tinder. Want to have the judge lop 20 years off your age. Good luck with that. In the meantime, everybody have a good week and try to be safe because it is still remarkably weird out there.